Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go.
Played softball last night.
Hi, welcome back to 1 to Go Studios and our coverage of the split decision triple threat. And this is the Into Being LLC. And let me run that up here because I'm going to forget about it if I don't.
Yeah, you've already forgotten.
There it is. It's the Into Being presents the Rusty House 90 today here at Iowa. And I'm Harold Darner, the what do they call me now? The
we'll call you boss.
Presenter, the broadcaster, whatever you want to call me. The producer. There you go. The producer.
Yes.
And I'm with Ken Kushwa, my lead announcer. Ken, you know, we are now under the lights in Middle America. Yeah, so
Middle America.
Like in the
why
middle,
not, right?
Like in the bread basket or something.
In
they
the
say,
bread
right?
basket, something like that.
Yeah,
hey,
something.
welcome back into Being LLC as one of the race sponsor. Haven't talked about them in a while. Hello, Kathy Joe from Harold and I. Of course, we see you being the first one, like 60 seconds into our broadcast. She's on it. So this is a tough track. You were just talking about it, Harold.
Yep.
Trucks are probably going to have fun. Other cars like the Xfinity guys, maybe not so much.
Oh, they're definitely going to be having their hands full. It's a short track. It's, you know, was designed with the help of none other than Rusty Wallace, the number 2 driver for Penske way back in the day here in Iowa. And it was at one time the ARCA Championship. And I think I was going to the website earlier today and saw that ARCA will be back in the 2023 season.
Oh, okay.
I
like
love this
watching
track for
ARCA.
ARCA. I mean, I love this track for ARCA. It's one of the, like, it's for them, it's like an intermediate size or very similar to the Rock, which is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah. But the ARCA guys, I mean, they're running different. What I like about them is they're running the bigger, older, bulkier cars. They're running the big Hoosier tires. It's fun to watch. Are we ready? Oh, we're still practicing.
We're still on the practice. That's right.
They're going to be crashing soon. They'll crash into bed. Hello, Sonia. Thank you for the shot of your feet while sitting at the pool.
Well, because it was pregnant
during the week, huh?
Because the pool was pregnant.
I saw that, and have we figured out, did it have a hot tub? Do we know, or is it still pregnant?
That's a pretty cool idea. You know, the pool.
I thought that was fantastic.
The pool should have a hot tub. You know, it definitely should. But as we were talking about earlier, there's Joe Turkel, the fastest out there with a 23.5.
Yep.
The blue is our trucks, which not normally in the fastest side. But as you see how they're running around this racetrack, they're not getting down to the yellow line. They're using the high line. Not quite the Larson line, but they are down, you know, they're about at least 2 car lengths off the bottom groove and going up to the race wall. And you see everybody's high. That's because this track, you need as much momentum as you can. Now, that time, the 85 stayed all the way up there, and that's Douglas Masaki, as you see how high he is around the corners.
Now, just to clarify, Harold, when we say they're high, we're referring to on the racetrack.
Yeah, not messing with drug protocols here. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. I wish my Facebook would stop announcing stuff. Turn off notifications. What's wrong with you? Anyway.
So, you know, about 45 seconds left, and then we're going to go into that 2-lap qualification, individual qualification. And while we're going to that, let's look at the point system here. So, currently in the Cup class, Lucas Gortman is leading the way with 3 wins this season. Look at that. He's got a stage win, a pole, and a fast lap all in the same season.
He's not trying very hard, I don't think.
Luke Smith, that's his partner there, has got 1 stage win. They got Justin Gibbs, that's our mobile guy. He's in a pink car tonight, by the way. And then our buddy Dylan Clark, who we saw him in a different color car, green and white, it looked like. And then
Yep.
Tyler Turtle Rush there in the 5th spot in the Cup Series, as we see the pork chop going around there and into the wall. At least I saw it, but it's behind the things. You
It's
can see
behind
it.
the thing, so I'm
So-
assuming you're right.
Yeah, Xfinity Series here is Garrett Seidner with the 4 wins. He's only
He's
given one up
definitely
to
not
Corey
trying
Herrigs.
hard.
And Nathan Manwaring has a couple stage wins. Matthew Kopp and Caleb Ellswick. Caleb Ellswick has some issues with connectivity, so those are top 5 there. And then and go back. It's going in the wrong direction. There we go. And the Truck Series, Joe Turkel leading the way with 2 wins, a pole, and a fast lap. Ethan Michaels has a stage win. Richard Crane has a win. Then Douglas Wasaki and the pork chop himself, Kevin Garoni, in the 5th position. So that's all the points going into qualifying tonight.
The one nice thing about that, if you're paying attention there, folks, is you notice in the trucks, a whole lot more competitive, not just one truck dominating. There's a couple guys with wins where in that Xfinity Series, maybe they're letting Garrett get out to a really big lead and then they're going to try to reel him in. I don't know, but dang, he's got a lot of points. Oh, my chair broke. My chair broke. Okay, I'm good.
All right, so we're on board here with Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. See how high he is entering all 3 and 4 to take that checker flag. Douglas Wysocki gets the top, and then now Joe Turkel knocks him off all the way up against the Iowa Speedway sign and revving them only 9,000 RPMs in the 5th gear there for Ryan Johnson. As he gets all the way down to the yellow, and you can see that, you can feel the right rear wanting to jump out on Mr. Tiny Horse. And you go down here to turn 3 and 4. Again, 9,000 RPMs, doesn't shift up to 6th. Stays in the 5th gear.
That's so he can hammer it coming off, right?
And you try to get them RPMs, but you don't want to get up too high. So he's in the 4th spot. The first for the Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson for the Cup Series. But that puts him, it looks like, 7th overall. So let's get some other people in here. We got Mr. Dylan Clark. He's going out there. There's that green and white Camaro this time, as we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
Big Bend.
One to go right there at least. We saw that.
Yep. We got Joe Turkel out right at the moment. So we try to get him out there, and it looks like he's coming in to the pits, so he's done.
This just in, Kathy Joe's rooting for Ryan Johnson. I know that's a shock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, no. So we have a driver that's saying he's got to do a starting park tonight
Uh-oh.
with New Mission Motorsports. Says, here, man, look at that. You see how
was-
upset that car
lovely.
was. Whew.
Yes. I said Xfinity's going to have a time trying to get around this thing. He still didn't even, his car didn't like that transition either. Who parked it? Who parked and started
I'm not
it?
sure who that is. It says New Mission Motorsports. Not sure exactly who that is.
Okay.
There's J.G. Wentworth.
J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now. It's your settlement. You should get your cash now.
So that's Tyler Turtle Rush trying to get up onto the board. Currently,
That's kind
in
of
the
cool that he got
8th
them to
spot.
sponsor, though, right?
Not sure they actually are a sponsor. He just basically wants to have him on the car.
It's still funny.
Yeah, it
I like
is.
it. If you had the Viking on the back, like singing.
I need a new theme song. Ooh, I do?
Yes, I agree, Sonia. Thank you.
That theme song cost me $60.
Cost him $60, Sonia.
So I got to get a
Maybe
new
we
one?
should have Harold singing the theme song. That would be nice, or not.
Maybe I can get what was it? Culture Club. Did you write Round Round Baby? You spin me right round, baby.
You spin me right round.
Yeah.
I don't think Culture Club did that, but you can.
Oh. She says that J.G. Wentworth needs a new song.
Oh, wow, that's hurtful. That was a shot at me, wasn't it?
I guess it was. I thought the Wendigo Studios song was pretty good. But
It's all right. It's great. It's fine.
round, right round is better. Yeah, right round. You
That is-
spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Okay, at least you have the lyrics down. That's good. You don't have the artist though. It is not Culture.
It's not Culture Club. No, that was. But the problem is, it reminds me of the Wedding Singer. The guy that tried to be Boy George was singing it.
Oh yeah. I get it. All right,
because what was it?
Bethany
You don't want to hurt me, right? Somebody. The first one, because that was the song that he sang over and over again when Adam Sandler left.
I don't. Now you're trying to get into my brain, and that hurt. Bethany is in. Good evening, Bethany. Strawberry Kid, of course, is in.
Yep, everybody's in.
I'm glad we have another Friday together as well. I agree. And then the New Mission Motorsports start and park. Corey Harridge's car 12.
It's Corey Harridge. Okay.
Check your emails. Okay, listen. You're lucky if I even know where my emails are, much less. I have like 47 email accounts.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got the pastors, I've got One to Go Studios, I've got mine, I've got my work.
I bet it's a great email, though. I do. I bet it's a great email. I'm just saying. Let's just say Ken does not check his email. You want to get to me, you text me, or you just flat out call me. And if you ever want it, I'll get my phone number out over the air. I don't care. But yeah, emails. Yeah, you got a better chance of seeing Jesus.
A One to Go logo. I'll see if I thought I had already put the One to Go logo on their logos things. If not, I will put them there. I thought we already had. It is there. Hey, so Corey, it's under February 4th of 2022 under the logos in general on the Split Decision Discord. And right above it is a Sasquatch, or below it is a Sasquatch Hard Luck Award. You're
going to want one of them just to have it.
So we try to, I thought I had already put that out for everybody, but, hey, I could be wrong. So Chris Finnegan, currently in the third spot amongst the drivers in them Dar trucks.
It's a fine Irish name right there. Finnegan. Christopher Finnegan.
Yes.
All right, should I turn?
No worries. I try to always, when we do broadcasts in Discord, I try to put the logos up there so that drivers have that ability to use them. And that is a PNG, nice size, so you should be able to manipulate that anywhere you need to, as well as the Sasquatch Hard Luck Award is also, and that is by Blackmagic, as well as, guess what? I will be in the car on Sunday after church, Ken, for the Petite Le Mans.
I heard.
With Blackmagic 2.
Does Kathy know this? Does Kathy? She knows it now.
Yeah, she knows it now, so I'll see what we can do, so...
All fans of Harold wrecking the cars while driving.
Hey,
no. He will be wrecking his automobiles multiple times.
It is a BMW. Was it a BMW M8 GT3?
Harold has a better chance of being in the Pacific Northwest than I am. I'd love to come out there for multiple reasons. One of them to find my hairy friend. But I actually have.
I have been there. I used to be stationed there.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. But you were out there not too far. I mean, you were close on your cruise.
In Alaska.
Close.
In Vancouver, sure.
Hey,
we were
that's
close.
northwest of the Pacific. Yeah.
But no, I was actually in Seattle area at Fort Lewis, which is now Joint Base Lewis McChord, many years ago. So it looks like we've pretty much finished with our drivers out on the racetrack, so we can move on to the other things. So here is our Split Decision Triple Threat into being LLC Rusty's House 90 at Iowa Speedway here in Newton, Iowa. In the breadbasket, as we said, right?
That's not Fig Newton, Iowa, though.
No, not Fig Newton, just Newton.
That'd be better. Like, I'd be, here we go with food again.
And here is our weather for the butt kicker weather for the Rusty's House 90 tonight. Clear skies, 74 in the air, 76 on the track, 55 degrees of humidity. And winds are out of the north at 2. So pretty much a calm, cool day. It looks like the sim time is May 15th at, 11 o'clock at night. Like, I don't know if I'll be going to watch a race
at 11.
What on earth
are we doing at 11 o'clock at night?
I know. It's a late night. So...
By the way, Patrick Anderson's giving an update on those guys. Now, I've been following them all week when they go. Now, thanks for stopping at Joe Gibbs. I appreciate that very much. They were at Hendrick Motorsports. Those goofballs have been everywhere. They've seen everything. They were at a kickball tournament.
Yeah, I saw that.
And now apparently Ramsdale has farting issues. So just stick a cork in there and it'll be fine. It'll be good. How is Ramsdale driving with you nutballs right next to him? Like, how's that even possible? What's he got? A little controller he's doing?
Hey, it was our friend Jacob he drove with a controller, PS4 controller in a hotel room.
I mean, that takes a lot of skill. If that's what he's doing, that's nuts.
So, yeah, I mean, it does take a lot of skill. And, we still need to get with our Roush Performance people and get a chance to get and do the Roush Garage visit. So, all right, so I've been informed that each class has now, they're doing the class thing. So, I'm not gonna go over all of it like we had before. I'm not going to do the whole thing because they're not in the right order. So they're going to go with the trucks. The cup cars will be first. It'll be Johnson and Gortman, Clark and Kremet, then Andy Turner, Justin Gibbs, Fonseca, Ross, Adam Benefield, Tyler Rush, and Jeffrey Ramsdale. They'll be the front runners starting this thing off. Josh McKinney, Nathan Manwaring, Matt Kopp, then Garrett Seidner. John Peterson, Corey Herrigs, Patrick Anderson, and Caleb Ellswick will all be in the Xfinity cars in the second pack. And in the back will be Joe Turkel leading the way with DJ Trout, Chris Finnegan, Larry Bruner, Douglas Wasaki, Robert McMillan Jr., Richard Crane, and Jonathan Cusimano, as well as Ethan Michaels.
Anderson ain't going to be on.
Huh? What?
Anderson ain't going to be on. He's over here in the chat and YouTube.
Where did I say that Anderson was on?
Down at the bottom. It's okay.
Oh, there he is.
He's probably signed into he's probably signed into.
Okay, that's cool.
You know what? But
yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna go with the poll going to Joe Turkel, but
yes,
I was told that they actually are polling for everybody. So the Turkel got the poll, Tiny Horse got the poll, and Josh McKinney got the poll.
Okay,
so I'll have to work on that. So your leader here is going to be Tiny Horse.
Okay, so I asked Patrick how he's doing it, how Ramsdale's doing it. He's on a TMS Pro and racing on a small, flimsy table. He does have it, Patrick. He does have it. It's
in his car.
Mounted in the car.
It's supposedly glued to the underneath of the seat in the, I guess it's the short track package, whatever they had at Dover.
Yeah, whatever they had. We'll get a picture with him.
Supposedly it's the same one that won the darn race. Not too long ago.
We'll get a hold of them and show it again. So, I want to hang out with those guys, though. I mean, they're down at the road. We'll probably have some fun.
That would be a good time.
Yeah.
Good times. All right, here we go. We're under pacing, getting ready to go. And so one more lap of pacing as the lights are off of the pace car. So this is a short track. We're going to go around and do a parade lap.
Yeah,
I miss the old way they used to do, where the drivers went around in the pickup trucks and waved at everybody. That'd been kind of cool with us being in the infield of Dover, but they don't do that anymore. I guess COVID has messed everything up.
Darn COVIDers.
I don't know.
Someone's got to ruin something every single time.
Go-karts, huh?
Somehow I guessed. Hey, listen, I'm guessing all you guys don't shut up the whole entire weekend. That's what I'm figuring. So.
All right, but pace car is in 3 and 4. We're going to get ready to kick this thing.
It's beautiful.
Well, it is 11 o'clock at night.
We're going to kick this pig.
All right.
Or something.
Hooters on the outside, a Tiny Horse on the inside, coming to the green flag.
Sorry. Hooters on the outside of Tiny Horse. That's great. At least they're not in front of him.
Well, it's like a Tiny Horse taco, remember?
That's true.
I would like the Tiny Horse taco special, please, with an extra side of refried beans and a Tex-Mex. A Mexi-Melt, that's it. Mexi-Melt, and the Mexican pizzas are back.
Yes, my wife is completely overjoyed.
Yes, that was my favorite. But they got to be hot and fresh.
Oh, look who joined us this week. Well, welcome back.
April's back.
Hello.
So
just in time to see your man out in front. What a shock.
We started off early. Yep.
April hides in the back until suddenly he's out in front. Yeah, Ryan. You know, I'd do it too. You know.
So Ryan Johnson putting up a 23.967. Joe Turkel moving his way through the Xfinity cars. Let's go back to him in the 15th spot.
Houston, we have a problem. Okay, there we go.
And the truck's being able to manhandle them cars down to the apron if they need to, as he's basically picking the Xfinity cars one by one. And
Yeah,
Joe
Turkel will be
Turkel's
on.
a 24.3, so he's working traffic. But man, once that man gets up front and out of the way, things are be gone.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. Ryan's going to see him here.
Oh, no, Bethany, we do not do pumpkin spice ice cream. That's the diva thing.
No, remember, you try to pull. That's what she's trying to do, Harold. She's sucking us back in. That's what Bethany's trying to hook Ken one more time.
Ken
It's not
one more
working.
again.
It's not working.
All right.
No, ma'am.
So 2 minutes in and already 5 laps down. So fast track here, just shy of a mile. Looking at 0.88 with the 4 corners.
So they're gonna run like 6 million miles or 6 million laps tonight at 90 minutes. Goodness gracious!
Yep, they're gonna be.
Everybody,
They're gonna be
gotta get
almost
your
sick.
snacks now.
It's almost as bad as doing Bristol.
I know. Well, at Bristol, you tend to have a lot of action, a lot of activity.
A lot of. I'm talking about like that feeling like you're constantly turning left.
He's gonna turn left, doing a left turn. He's turning left again.
They're turning left.
Beer and NASCAR.
I like NASCAR. They're turning left. They're turning left again. And you know what? You can fall asleep, get back up, and they're turning left.
I just saw the old Halloween one that they did. I think it was like 2012. Bubba J had one. He was a one-tooth vampire.
Yep.
It was hysterical. Oh my gosh.
I like the other one was da, 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 da.
Oh yeah.
Double D.
It wasn't Batman. It was Nutman or something like that. Oh my gosh.
Silence. I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, he was dressed as a woman.
Yes, with the blonde hair.
Oh, Patrick's joined us over on Facebook now.
now. Yeah, he's moving around, getting around. But you know, Tiny Horse has got a nice gap second for him. Joe Turkel's now moved up into the Cup Series with that truck. And his fastest time, 23.942.
I'd like to thank Mr. Gibbs there for running the breast cancer awareness this on his car. It's appreciated.
I say that's why he's in the pink Mobile One tonight.
Yep. Well, I appreciate that a lot.
And
Since
JT
we deal with it
there.
at this house every day, yeah, it's cool.
This is how Turkel's just able to run that line any way he wants to. His best lap was a 23.942, just 1/1000th off of Tiny Horse Johnson.
And then you got DJ Rainbow Trout right behind him, who's running pretty stout too. So, man, I'm a rhymer tonight. DJ Rainbow Trout, who's running really stout. I'm gonna have to break out a rhyme. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, it'd be more like busted rhymes.
Busted Rhymes. All right.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be a whole lot of that.
We're throwing down laps, people. At 12 laps in and not even 5 minutes off the board.
Hey, Katie, you have some friends on here that haven't heard from you in a while. You got Kathy Joe, April's on there this time. Sonia's on there. You gonna leave them hanging this time? Okay, tell them what you say hello.
Hi, everyone.
There you go. Miss Katie has joined the broadcast finally again. There you go.
Bo, go, huh? Bo knows to go.
Bo knows to go. Yes, indeed. By the way, Harold's picking you up in the morning, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere. I do, because I got to go get your cash, but. All right, that's settled.
So Sonia says hi to Kate. So there we go.
Yep, Sonia says hi. I'm sure Joe is thinking of something beautiful to say as well, and, you know.
Turkel on the inside of that 16, so now gets around Fonseca. Going to see a little bit of daylight now and see what he can do with that truck.
Heath's car looks like it has eyes. It looks like a cat.
But I'm just waiting for Turkle to throw down a heck of a lap here. He's been on tires 10, 15 laps now. Yeah, 15 laps. And
J.G. Wentworth just touched the wall.
he needs to cash now.
Pretty good, too. Well, he cashed out into the wall, that's for sure. So
Joe Turkle, last lap, 24.299. 0.2 faster than the race leader.
And again, DJ's running pretty good laps too. He's got a car in between them. Now he's back. There he goes. Now he's around. So DJ's running pretty good too. As you said, the trucks are going to be ones that are going to be able to go just about anywhere they want in this.
Well,
there's no red on the board, Harold. Do you see that? No red at all. You got to get down to the bottom. Those guys are probably crying right now.
Oh, that's a tough car to race. And Susie is the provisional tonight, so we won't be able to ask him about the setups, but it looks like the trucks are dialed in pretty good. Mr. Turkle's coming up to the back of Mr. Turner.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to be able to deal with it. Again, the only thing that plays out, of course, through all of this is trucks can't go as far as the Cup cars on gas.
Right.
So might as well hammer it down, get as far out as you can, and then kind of go from there. So.
Well, up at the wall, Turkle pancaked the thing coming off of 4.
Yeah. He's still fast. I think he could rip the right side off and still be fast.
Aerodynamics.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess so.
This is a high aerodynamic track, that's for sure.
Well, that's the thing is you get some damage and it might not kill you since it is a short track.
Yep.
So Turkle continues
just in case
to move
anyone
on.
cares, Harold.
Yep.
Josh McKinney is leading the Xfinity guys over Garrett Seidner, Nathan Manwaring, and Caleb Ellswick. So Caleb must have fixed his issue. And then Matthew, someone needs a cop, is down there with Peterson.
Mr. Anderson said that Ramsdale and Anderson have been messing with Cusimano and hurting his I rating for the last couple nights.
That's excellent. I mean, you know, I'm sure John's really excited about it too. Are you messing with him now because he's with you? Because he's driving too. I don't know. Those guys are crazy.
Go ahead and look at Mr. Cusimano right there in the 45.
That's right.
Behind the pork chop.
Who apparently is they running the autism truck again?
No, it's that graffiti truck.
Crazy
it's
stuff,
a graffiti truck.
Yeah, graffiti truck. I like my idea better.
So Joe Turkle now right behind the tiny horse, or not right behind, but behind him.
He's gotten around the taco. Let's just say that.
So it's a 1.6 seconds between the race leader and Turkle.
By the way, Bethany's still trying to hook us, Harold. So don't pay attention to her.
Okay.
She's trying to reel us in. Take our man card away. I feel it.
I got no pumpkin spice in here. You ain't taking my pumpkin, my man card.
I unfortunately still have some in the freezer, so I guess I should shut up. I'm not eating it though. Katie, tell Bethany that I am not eating the pumpkin spice ice cream. It's not for me. Go ahead, tell her. That's messed up. I'm not eating. That's it. She's not going with you tomorrow.
Okay, so Patrick Anderson says if you look at Patrick Anderson's Facebook page, you'll see how they're set up in John's living room.
I'm heading there now, my friend. I've pretty much followed him all week long.
Side by side now is Turkle, and he's up to the lead.
Oh dear Lord! Look at those guys. Who's on the tablet and the phone? And then you got one over there on a. He's on a dude has a setup on one of those little fold out tables that you sit in front of the television and eat food with. That's absolutely hysterical.
When I so that puberty there from Bethany, I remember I was PCSing, basically moving from Fort Rucker, Alabama, up to Michigan, and I had a race, and it was a road course. It was Watkins Glen, and I remember racing at Watkins Glen with my, back then was my, I want to say it was a Sidewinder, Microsoft Sidewinder, and I was on a TV tray, and my chair was a milk crate.
Nice.
For an hour and a half of a road course, or in what was then NASCAR Racing 2003, and we won the race. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't walk for a week, I don't think, because my entire thigh was screaming.
They've got a trampoline in the living room, by the way, Harold.
I mean, that's to keep the heart. That's to get the heart rate up. So
is that what it is?
Yep. Turkle is now 2.6 seconds ahead of DJ Trout, as we're at 1 hour 18 to go. So that is what, roughly 28 minutes remaining in stage one.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad we have awesome fans. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, then.
They're fun. Okay, Harold? They're fun people.
Fun people. So
Yeah.
that means John is down in the Charlotte area. So I guess when we get the invite from Roush, we should go talk to John.
I would like to.
Pat
I'd like to
Anderson
meet
is
all
John
the guys
Peterson's
at the same
house.
time.
So
Yeah, I'd like to meet with all of them.
all right, Corey, you take care, man.
What? Where'd he go?
He
Why
said,
he leaving?
guys, have a good night. I don't know.
Cover Corey. We will. We'll do our best. Oh, that was the sit and park thing, or start and park, or fart and park, or something like that. That's what it was.
I did that. The first race I did at Michigan, I met with the team of drivers that I've been racing with in NASCAR 2003, and it was NASA Motorsports. And there were 9 guys. We all met at Michigan International, stayed in turn number 2. So, well, if you do Dover, you'll be by us. If you go anywhere in the middle to the down there south, we're not sure if we can make them all, because, you know, unfortunately, NASCAR chooses Sundays, and last time I checked, Glenn, we kind of got stuff going on.
We could always have Shane or Kelvin do it, and we could just disappear. I'm just saying, we could do it.
It'll be interesting. I almost think we had to close the church on Dover weekend. That's what it's going to seem like.
I think that may have to happen. So, or we'll just have church down at Dover. So that's what
we'll keep the church closed, and we'll do it on Facebook live from Dover Downs.
There you go. We'll just set up the church right there in Dover.
Close to Dave. Dave, which Dave?
You know, David, that guy, David.
Like DJ Trout, David, not because David Gilbert, he's actually would be closest to Michigan.
Oh yeah.
You know, as far as NASCAR schedule goes, since we saw him in Cedar
But if Dave
Point.
wants to come to Dover too, we'd love to have him.
Well, you know, Dover, they'd actually have a place, you know, to hang out, you know, other than race day. So, you know, we could show them what the other wares around are, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried the new Oreos? The
cake ones.
Brookie Oreo?
What?
I don't know. Are they? I don't know. She said the
Kathy
Brookie
Joe, that's gotta be a New York thing. I don't remember seeing that. I saw the Oreo cake ones now that are out.
Cake.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's fake chocolate. That agitates me.
Hey, listen. You don't have to eat them. All of us other people that love fake chocolate.
I didn't say that. I just said it's not real chocolate. I said I don't like the way they call them chocolate cookies. But there ain't no chocolate in them things.
You can pretend, can't you?
It's like just because the cookie part is dark, you know, like black color, doesn't mean it's chocolate.
I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but all the trucks are up front now.
Yes, they are, because they're flying. As we got about 15 minutes left to tell the stage. Actually, no, that'd be 25 minutes to the stage break. Sorry.
DJ Rainbow Trout just ran into the wall too, by the way.
Ouch.
That's why he's down low now. Yep.
Oh,
He took
Turner
Taco
almost
Bell.
up there.
He took Taco Bell delivery to a new extent there.
Ah. Well, you know, I want to know if anybody went to Taco Bell and ordered the Tiny Horse tacos yet. So, brownie cookie dough triple layered. Ooh. Now, if it's really a brownie and a cookie dough, I might be in business there. But
I can feel my sugar count going up just thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
And I don't pay attention to my sugar count, so there you have it.
All right, looking back here, we got Garrett leading the way, you know, because it is an Xfinity car.
Yeah. Yep. They've actually picked up speed.
Yep. Because, you know, Corey's not here, so he can't win this one.
He wants to, though. He would have.
Whoa! Tiny Horse.
Bye-bye. His horsey's not working.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to that. We're going to go back to a replay because that was, wow.
I think he was trying to get into the pits.
Yellow. I'm not sure. So we find Tiny Horse. So we'll go back to it. There it is.
Coming down. No, not there.
That car hopped there.
It did, yeah. I think it's here. He goes down and tries to. I don't know.
Oh, Turner was in front of him.
Turner was right in the middle of it. What the heck happened there? So Turner's down into the wall right there.
Turner. Oh, yeah. Back that up here and try to see if we can see this from another angle. Chopper view. There it is. Back it up some. So keep an eye on the 35. Looks like he's trying to get down the pit lane. Hits the wall. Loses it. Comes back up on the racetrack. And that's where Tiny Horse basically gets ramped into the wall there.
He did.
And the corner.
That had to hurt. And then someone else ran in there too. See who
Black
else
Cookie.
That was Nate Manwaring that also got in that.
I believe it was. And we had Matt Kopp, Justin Gibbs, Manwaring, Rush, Andy Turner. Quite a few people involved in that one.
Kathy Jo says that her son wears it all around her mouth. Is there a better way to wear it? Like,
so Tiny Horse,
the mustache,
2 weeks in a row has been. He just comes back, and this is wow.
Can't believe you interrupted my mustache story, Harold.
I'm just saying we had a disconnection.
Just because of racing. You know, what are we doing? Calling a race here or something?
So about 20 minutes left till the stage break as we're 1 hour, 10 minutes left under the first caution of the night.
So I've got Ryan Johnson clicking out completely.
Yes, he did. He is done.
It was indeed rough. Absolutely.
Nathan Manwaring did take a car on that one, so he's down.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice. I mean, he hit him pretty good.
So I think that's Ryan that's talking to us in the YouTube world, saying that was rough.
It indeed was.
So Tiny Horse, that is you, man. All we saw was the 35, and it looks like you created a ramp and just sent you right into that wall head first. So, hey, what is your take on NASCAR's new car and safety? Are you going to be in concussion protocol for the rest of the year?
Yeah, that looks like you might have to be. I mean, you hit that wall dead on.
I mean, Bowman's out, so we'll have to talk to the split decision race officials to ensure that the proper precautions are taken.
Looks like Matthew Boston Wheeler has joined us in Facebook. What's up, Matt?
Another one of our provisions peoples.
Maybe he was smart in this one.
Perhaps.
That way he wouldn't have to run into the wall like that.
So
the two trucks up front there, Joe and DJ Rainbow Trout.
Yep.
Their right sides don't look too terrible, although they both found the wall. They both sides of their truck still looks pretty good. So
pretty good.
And again, yeah.
So Nathan Manwaring getting the wave around.
Does that mean he waves as he goes?
Yeah,
around?
waves to the crowd as he goes around.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You know, as they're singing, "You spin me right round, baby."
Marty Brown in the house YouTube side. What's up, Marty? That's another one I follow religiously. See what he's up to. And he's usually up to something, aren't you, Marty?
Something.
Yep. It usually involves his lovely lady with him all the time as well. So it is, they're pretty good stuff.
All right.
How many mints did the first? Oh, mint. What?
How many minutes did the first class take?
25. All right.
$15. Okay. Not sure.
It's all good. They know what they're talking about. We're just supposed to sit here and stare at it until it's all done. Lights are off on the pace car, by the way. Not the headlights, because he'd crash, but the other flashy lighty things are off. That's the technical terms.
Yep, the flashy lighty things are off. Got it. What he had done said.
Why wouldn't he allow it, Carmen? I'd like to see that. What's the difference between you driving it and Matthew driving it? That's a deep question.
What be the difference? Huh?
Yep. All right. A Taco Bell on the outside truck, taco truck belt. There's a Rainbow Trout on the outside and a Turkle on the inside. And Joe gets an amazing jump. Ooh, look at him come on the outside, though. Go ahead. DJ Rainbow Trout to the outside of Mr. Turkle. He said, I'm going to take this, but will it stick? And it looks like it does. Right behind him, Mr. Wasaki, Douglas Wasaki, and here comes the graffiti mobile of the pork chop.
Getting it done here early.
Well, that took you a while to get there, Harold.
What?
What were you, daydreaming?
I was listening to you. You know, I could say, I could do my John Madden thing now. You know, the truck that makes the fewest amount of mistakes will be the first one to see the checker flag.
Boom. That's a fact. Hey, speaking of which, John Madden what happened to our awesome teleprompting stuff that we pulled out of the hat
Well, I do have it. It's just we haven't really. I didn't use it then that last thing, but I'm about to work on it next time.
You could have demonstrated how Tiny Horse had nowhere to go, and he zoomed up into the wall.
Like I
and
said,
then,
right now here we got a Taco Bell that's coming this way.
Oh, there it is.
And it goes around that way.
That's right, John. Thank you.
You don't want to go that way though.
Right.
That's bad. You don't want to go to the right. You always want to turn to the left, to the inside, to the left.
Right. You want to go to the inside, not the outside.
Yeah. And it's best to stay between the cement wall and the other cement wall. It's always good to do that.
Hey, Patrick, are you taking notes? You got that? Stay between the two concrete walls, okay, buddy?
Otherwise, it might hurt.
It might. It might indeed. All right, that beautifully pink Taco Bell truck just rolling around.
So a Tiny Horse Taco.
Tiny Horse Taco.
Yep. I want the combo number 3. Or actually number 38 combo. Is it right? The Tiny Horse Taco. The number 38 combo.
38 combo. That's right. They're not going to have an idea what you're talking about.
I'd like the 38 combo, please. I know you have it. It's on your secret menu.
I hope somebody has a towel there wiping Cusimano's head. I mean, he's up in 5th place now. You might want to keep focused on him. You know, keep him dry. Keep him dry, Patrick. Don't let him get too moist. He's got gloves on though, so he's well in control of his rig. I'm not sure what table it's sitting on, but it was great.
Got to counterbalance the table. I remember that.
That's right.
Be jerking the whole thing off the wall.
Well, these guys get so excited, you never know. It could vibrate into pieces too if they're using a, force feedback.
Oh man.
Holding the steering wheel, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Only on this broadcast, Harold, will they see such in-depth teleprompting as what you just gave them.
Of course.
I mean, they should be sharing this and telling all of their friends that they should be watching this kind of stuff because it's
cutting edge.
It's cutting edge. It's nowhere else will you find it. Plus, you got drivers jumping in with us. You got Bethany trying to hook us into losing our man cards. It's just
No, we need to specify that to getting you to lose
No. Bethany, tell him you're trying to hook him too. Okay. Lots of body heat in the room, boys. Listen, 2 things we never need to know about when you guys are together. 1, lots of body heat in the room, and 2, you guys are sweating. Nobody wants to know that, man. Leave that out. That's TMI. It's TMI. Oh, what did he make you this? Yeah, well, I'd love to know, Kathy Joe. What did your lovely husband make? Her husband, by the way, has an awesome Sasquatch shirt, too, I might add.
Oh. Of course.
Well, great men think alike. It's also Harold's reactions that make people want to be here. I mean,
That's right.
it's almost like he has to go to the bathroom, but he can't quite just get there. Yep.
Exactly.
I think Bethany left us. I think my pure rudeness has chased Bethany away. I feel bad. I do.
No,
I
you
mean,
don't.
not really bad, but you're right. I know.
No, you don't.
Pretty ignorant. Hey, I played softball last night without killing myself again. That's actually that's pretty big.
That's a big deal.
Well, at 52, yes, it's a huge deal. Oh my goodness, we didn't win though.
No.
But I looked good on the mound. Don't you think I didn't? I was flinging that ball like a hot tater.
Hot tater, huh?
Yep. Come on, Kathy Joe. What did your lovely husband make you? I want to know. Curious minds. What's the old thing?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, see? Harold had to save me on that one. I went blank.
Well, never mind.
No, by all means, take shots.
Hey, when you tee them up, I have to. So we got DJ Trout over the pork chop, and then Mr. Turkle. The trucks will all have their second truck in play still, and then there's Mr. Garrett in that number 50 as he's really lined it out there. He's that right rear wanting to kiss that wall. Look at that. Ooh, it's almost like he's trying to call this the Darlington Stripe.
He's in another world right now. Like, there is nobody even... I don't know what Xfinity guys are going to have to do. They're going to have to plant him into the wall or something, but daggone, he is just tearing it up right now. And I like the eye. Okay, Patrick Anderson put on there. Ramsdale wants to shout out to Joel Brewer. Joel Brewer built his PC. It is performing awesome this weekend. So one more time, Joel Brewer, thank you for building Jeff the Hack Ramsdale's computer this week. Dried beef and oh my heavenly yes. And I didn't get a phone call. I'd have driven up to where you guys are for that. Beef and gravy over chip beef gravy over homemade biscuits. I can smell that actually, because that was ingrained in our life.
Ingrained into our life. Huh?
Yep. This morning, however, everybody will be happy to know that I had my Chesapeake Eggs Benedict at my favorite restaurant. That was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Bum,
The
bum,
crab-
bum, bum,
Crab
bum.
cakes with the eggs and the hollandaise sauce over my egg muffins and a side of hash or home fries, which are just basically sliced up potatoes. Oh, so good, so good. All right. There is a new lurking behind it. There's a new fisherman behind DJ Rainbow Trout right now in the name of Kevin Garoni.
Yep.
And he's trying to take that taco truck down.
Preston.
Now, we haven't spoken to Pork Chop in a while.
I don't think
Like-
we have, no.
No. So, wouldn't that be nice? We had somebody new. No, Patrick, on Route 4, we have a Route 40 diner here in Bear, Delaware.
And the bear.
And since we are near the bay and all of that, we get the crab cakes too, and it was so good, man.
Y'all have not, if y'all haven't done, so CJ said she will be down here, Miss Kathy Joe.
Oh,
for
we are. I
Christmas,
thought we
so-
already talked about we're gonna try to get together with those
Yeah,
guys and take them to somewhere.
You got to remember now, we're down by the bay area.
Yep,
So
down by
I
the
I
bay.
actually live on the top of the bay
You
here
do?
in Northeast. So crab cakes, I used to know crab cakes from Chicago, and I love crab cakes. Here, it's crab without the cake. Its form looked like a cake,
It's
but
lump. Lump crab.
there's absolutely no breading or no fillers. It's crab.
It's beautiful.
So it's amazing, and like I said, where I'm from, it's almost like it's a shoot. What is it? One of them hush
Hockey pup.
puppies with some crab meat in it, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's not what it's like here. No.
All right, so we got to pick out a restaurant that we can take the fam to, since they'll be in Baltimore. There's so many good restaurants in Baltimore. I'll tell you what, Towson, right on the other side of Baltimore, has
Towson?
a phenomenal diner. Towson Diner, awesome.
There's a Crabtown USA that's over there in Dundalk.
So Davis Scott lives in Maryland, Ramsdale, and Massachusetts. So yeah, I mean, dude, here's what we ought to do, okay, Patrick? Why not hit Pocono? Because Harold and I haven't hit Pocono. We could all
Tricky
go up into the
Triangle?
hills, take some tents or some other things, and just have a blast up in the Poconos.
So Garoni up in the lead with 6 minutes left on this stage. And
He
over
just
a year.
slowly walked
huh?
him
Wow.
down, didn't he?
Yeah. So CJ, Miss CJ, Kathy Joe's talking about it's been over a year since she's had some crabbing.
That's because she's up in the Finger Lakes area. That's the problem. Them New Yorkers don't get down south enough. Well,
tell
you're
you.
going to the right city for you are definitely going to the right city for
Pocono
that.
has been brought up. Yeah, you sure would be. Beautiful area. Oh, the 7 Ramsdale down into the pit lane. Or maybe not. Maybe he just took a corner. Let's see if we get the Ramsdale, see where he's at. It looked like he was going into the pits. It was just all sideways. Ramsdale is probably working with a little thing, right?
He's the one on the smaller table.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Whew.
When you
Hold
say working with a
on!
little thing, you meant something else, not his
Okay,
table
small
setup, right?
controllers. Small controllers.
Hey,
You know,
I'm sorry, Jeff. I can't control him.
Like an NES, or, not a steering wheel. As I'm thinking, like AB select start.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Jeff. I apologize for Harold's just
Caution out.
Uh-oh.
So
What do we
that-
got?
Looks like something with Caleb Ellswick possibly. Let's see if we can get to that.
He is just not having the year he thought he was going to have, is he? It's a very bright car. You can't miss it.
Ooh, sliding around. By the way, DJ Trout did just put up the fastest lap of a 23.564 as we see Caleb slideways all the way around the corner.
Yikes.
just trying to get out of the way there. So not really any damage to Caleb, but that brings out the caution.
Well, small track, you don't want to mess around, so I get it.
Well, about 54 minutes left here, and Kevin's going to be waiting for the pace car to get around to get us back into formation here.
You know, the bad thing about Kathy Joe coming down and everything is the Chesapeake Bay Seafood House is no longer in existence. That was a place to go. There is a beautiful seafood restaurant on the harbor on the other side.
Yeah.
You literally can look across the harbor and see the shops and everything. And I can't remember the name of that one, but that one's really good too. So.
You mean the Inner Harbor?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's in the little 7 into the wall. Did his setup just malfunction? Because man, Ramsdale just whacked the wall under caution.
He broke.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of that place because I know what you're talking about. It's got red lettering and it's right there by the National Aquarium.
No. This is so if you're standing at the aquarium, by the way, that one is good too. If you're standing at the aquarium and looking out
across
over the water, it's
okay.
like a triangle looking building.
Okay.
There's a great restaurant there. It gives you beautiful views of the area.
Do you almost got to take the water taxi to it?
You can. Yeah, it'll take you right to it. I usually just drive around and
okay.
And go there, but I've been going to Baltimore, you know, you've been going to Baltimore for forever, so I mean I know it well. And plus I used to work all the Orioles games, so
Yep.
there's still nothing better than Boog's barbecue. Oh my gosh, is that stuff good. Now I'm thinking about the giant sandwich with the smoked turkey on it and barbecue sauce dripping down the sides and their homemade chips and there, I'm done.
Yep. So let's see here. 52 minutes remaining.
I just realized I didn't order dinner, Harold.
Uh-oh.
What time is it?
9:30. Almost.
Oh, I better get the daughter down here and order me something.
Yeah, Cindy Lou's Fish House. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh my goodness. Oh really? That's pretty interesting. So your husband knows Fells Point then?
Ah.
Love Fells Point. I mean, I used to love Fells Point. I don't. Oh, welcome, Augie. Gosh. We've been talking about food, crab cakes, what I had for breakfast, what Kathy Joe husband made her, the beautiful chip beef gravy, and where were you, Augie? You weren't there.
There's Bertha's. That's in Fells Point, huh? Bertha's?
Bertha's is, yeah, Fells Point. Fells Point has lots of bars and a few restaurants. The best, if you're a drinker, the Horseshoe Road Inn it's an old style. Oh, so yeah, he knows. Okay, if he was born and raised in Baltimore, he knows just as much as I do. Yep. The Horseshoe Road Inn is like an old style English. Like the floors are old, the creaks. It's pretty.
Well, that sounds like
neat.
Wellwood. Wellwood's an old house, an old mansion that's in
this is
Charlestown.
This is a long. Yeah, I mean it's similar to that kind of idea. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't drink either anymore. Used to. That's how I know Fells Point really well. You know, we can all be saved and become pastors, and believe me, that was my early life. But and then the Green Turtle, the original Green Turtle, is down there as well at Fells Point.
The original
at least
Green
one of the most
Turtle,
popular. At least one of the most popular Green Turtles.
I like them pork chop hammer thingies, the pork hammers. And they have their chicken wings are huge.
They are. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in Baltimore. There's a lot of bad stuff too. I mean, you just gotta avoid the bad
Well,
stuff.
that's like Chicago. We had lots of food, lots of places to eat, but lots of.
I'm just so mad at Baltimore for not controlling. It's a beautiful city. Like you don't get the name Charm City for nothing. And they've just let it go to pot, and so
That's kind of the
it's a shame.
same. We got Beetlejuice taking care of Chicago
You
right
do.
now. So
Yeah, that's true. All right, pork chop. Speaking of pork chops, he takes the jump.
as we're
Gets out there
that
fast.
was the stage break. So we are
figured that.
past our stage break. As we're under 50 minutes left in the remainder of the race here, it's it's almost midnight here in Iowa. So as it's 20 minutes till midnight on the racetrack.
I felt like I was getting tired. Now that explains it then. Yeah.
And it's in Iowa, so for us to be like, what, 2 a.m.?
No, they're only an hour.
They're mountain time, aren't they?
Are they mountain? I think they're central. Mountain is like a very small sliver.
Really? I would have thought they were mountain time.
Anybody who's smarter than Harold and myself is Iowa Mountain and/or Central. I think it's Central. I'm going with Central. Anybody else who's smarter than us, let us know, because we like to learn things.
It can only be one of two. It's sure not Eastern and it ain't Pacific.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Central Daylight Savings Time. You are right.
I'm sorry. Can we talk? Bethany, you heard that, right?
Nope.
Right? You heard what he just said, right? Everybody on the broadcast heard Harold admit nationally, worldwide.
Yeah,
Ken
Bethany's
was right.
in Utah. That's mountain. I know that.
I've got lots of friends that I work with.
The Dakotas are there. Idaho, Montana.
Idaho.
Yep.
Yep. I work with lots of people in Utah. I really want to get out to there. I want to get out to the Salt Lake City area, and my friends
So
are out there.
Ethan Michaels and Mr. Wasaki,
Yeah, they got around.
they're basically moving.
I think they've been playing possum.
And then DJ Trout and Turkle right there with them.
Yeah. Well,
As
I don't
we're-
think DJ Rainbow Trout's done. I'm guessing he's gonna be one of the guys at the end of it all. But Michaels has been fast this year. He just never can put that full race together. So
Yep.
I'm hoping. Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of full race, appeals happened on Thursday.
Oh, did they now?
Yeah. And William Byron has been doubled the monetary fine, and they
Yeah,
took away the
$100,000.
points. So 100,000 from 50,000, but they gave him back his points
For playoffs.
They figured the three-man panel said that 25 racing points or championship points this time of the season was far beyond what was required.
Right, because
Because he would basically end his playoffs and yeah.
exactly, which is what should happen. But that's okay. You know, it's all right.
Hey, I'm
Fine.
still saying, you find one, find the other. I mean,
The other one did get fined. Remember, he went down pit lane and he got fined.
whatever.
He got $45,000 fine.
I seriously believe I'm talking about the number 11. I believe the number
You-
11 let himself go through the infield. You go and look at that again.
Oh, here we go.
And
Conspiracy
I
theory.
believe Denny Hamlin made that. I think I talked to somebody. You watch basketball when a guy gets barely tapped and he's on the ground, like some dude like hit him in the head and
No, I've
like
never
ran
seen
him
that
over.
before.
What
What are you
they
talking
call
about?
it, flopping.
No.
I believe Denny Hamlin flopped. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what. It wasn't that kind. It was exactly
Listen,
what I think it was.
Your guy's violent, okay, Harold? Let's just live with it. Your guy's violent.
It was no worse
Sorry.
than Denny and Hamlin had done, or what Joni Logano did on the racetrack to him at Darlington. So, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, the super punt of Joey Logano, the 22 into the 24 at Darlington.
I don't remember seeing that.
What crowd question from North Carolina? Carson
Well,
Cusimano wants. Why
I can
is
tell
Jeff
you why.
such a hack? Huh?
Yeah, I think it's a vision issue, Patrick. I don't think he has that vision of greatness. That could be the
Greatness?
problem. Yeah.
So the trucks are all in a row here, all the way to 10. So, and then Joel Brewer is the only truck not in this train of cars here, and that's Caleb Ellswick just in front of them. Caleb Ellswick is on the lead lap currently, but about to get run over.
Not close to it, because he's about to find out what trucks look like really fast.
Yep, and looks like Jeffrey Ramsdale is a lap down, as well as Tyler Rush, Andy Turner down 2, and Anna Benefield down 5 laps.
Well, that's because Carson's running around asking why he's such a hack. I mean, you tell Carson, or you high five Carson for us, okay?
Gotta love 3-year-olds. Oh, Carson Cusimano.
Yeah. I wonder who set him up, Patrick. I wonder who set Carson
that's the young
up for
one.
that. I'm sure you had nothing to do with the hack part.
Not a hack at all. All right, so 43 to go. Trucks are basically showing us their strength here on the short track. Marines underneath the Fuqua machine. Caleb's like, I ain't giving it up easy. Y'all gonna have to take it.
Oh, they'll take it. Don't you worry. It's only a matter of putting the hammer down.
He's still up there.
Which the trucks can do a lot better.
But this is basically jumbled up or caused the pile up of trucks right here behind Caleb.
Sure has. If you were wondering about the Cup guys, Justin Gibbs is currently leading the Cup guys in 14th, Dylan Clark in 15th, Taco Gortman in 16th, and Sir Kremet in 17th.
But Justin Gibbs is leading the way, though, so that's kind of cool.
Fonseca is 19th, and Bo Ross rounding out 20. With a Joel Brewer in the middle, I can't talk. Well, the guy's running in the middle between them two. There we go.
Yeah, Justin Gibbs feeling pretty comfortable right where he's at.
Yeah.
Ooh, looks like we had an issue between Joe Turkel and Ethan Michaels.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
With the blown up engine.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back to that in the replay here.
What did you do? What did you do?
So here we are looking at the replay. The Ethan Michaels. So they're 3 wide behind Caleb.
Ellswick's going to stay on the lead lap.
Oh, there it is. Bang. Ooh.
How about that? That was, hello, folks, live in the Olympics, truck ballroom dancing. That's right.
Smash dancing.
I tell you what, those guys were in sync with one another. I've got to go to the judges on this. I think the German judge is not going to like the way they hit the wall together, but I thought it was beautiful.
Wow. So, I mean, so it looked like the 3 wide behind Caleb, and they were getting a little bit antsy about trying to get around him. Looks like Ethan Michaels may have come down, or they turned into each other and bang, and then only one truck can be in a spot at the same time, and they try to put 2 in the same spot. That's not going to work.
Synchronized wall slamming it's a coming sport, okay? And I think they did it good. Harold, maybe we should go back one more time and just check the German judge's thoughts on that. Because
he's going to say 9.
9. Yeah, not a 10. Okay. Well, darn it.
So Ray Richard checked in. So Kathy Joe, remembers Ray. Ray came in and talked with me, I believe. I want to say either North-South Racing, maybe, I think. And used to call races, and so he checked in with us.
Yeah, I saw her mention it, but I'm like, where did you see him check in?
It just basically was in a message that he basically shared what we're doing. So cool.
Hey, by the way,
Ray checked in. So
apparently, I'm commenting as Ken Cushwell.
Yeah,
that's pretty good because
CJ.
That's who I am.
So Kathy Joe, that's her buddy, and he came and called one of the races in North South with me, and so appreciate him every once in a while. And he's a heck of a commentator. Does it semi-professionally, if I remember right. He's all over the place. He drives to the different racetracks. If you want to follow somebody who knows a lot about racing, Ray's probably one of the people that would be pretty good to follow.
Yeah, because Ken's terrible.
No.
Don't follow me. Follow the real commentators.
Well, I think Ray has. Kathy, you can let me know. I believe Ray doesn't Ray have something to do with carts?
You mean like shopping carts?
No, go karts.
Oh, go karts.
You know, like racing go karts. You know, that kind of thing, like building them and such. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. So he's around. So that's
He's
it.
talented, is what you're saying. I mean, that's where we're coming at.
Fabricator.
Man.
I believe he fabricates bodies and such.
Ah, he's a scientist. Gotcha.
He's been doing
Fabricates bodies.
RCA.
I don't think anybody's getting my jokes. Harold's not letting them get out there. Yeah.
No.
Oh well.
Hey,
I tried.
all I do is just make sure that things work and that, you know, like we can see the
Clearly,
pretty pictures.
clearly not. Clearly not. You're just shooting me down. It's okay.
No, you're the color commentation. My job is to just watch, you know, and make
I
sure
seem to
everything
be
stays here. So
colorblind tonight. I'm just not
Colorblind.
I'm not nailing it. So.
racing all their lives, she says.
Ah. That's better than racing for your life, I guess. See, dead room. So is this thing on?
Wow. Let me run back this one more time. We're gonna see here behind Caleb. There's just no room right here, and we're gonna see that Ethan come across the front of Mr. Turkle.
Now make sure you get the ballroom part. The synchronized.
They're both gonna go into that corner over there.
Here we go.
See, there they go,
Synchronized
and bang.
Boom! Look at that. That I don't know why the German judge won't give that a 10, but I gotta tell you that was beautifully synchronized, slamming into the wall. It's a 10 in my book.
All right, so Dylan Clark going for his go-kart club championship this weekend. So good luck to Dylan Clark in
Try
the
to
kart.
get some images of that if you can.
Trying to get Ken to check out the dirt go-kart racing up in Shellhammers.
I'll get there one day, I have a feeling. I haven't planned out a lot of vacation next year. I only have 1 week planned out, so I probably have time next year unless something terribly goes wrong. But we won't speak that evil.
Okay.
So by the way, I guess I should have sent it out. Send my hairy friend out. I totally forgot to send him out for one. We are in Iowa. He hides out in the cornfields. Where is he? Is he still in the cornfields? There he comes. Mr. America. All right, the hairy beast is walking out because I totally forgot that Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson will receive the Sasquatch Award for ping-ponging and or pinballing off of a vehicle into the wall at a great rate of speed. So congratulations, Ryan.
He
Tiny
played.
Horse Johnson.
He showed it was NASCAR billiards.
Billiards, that's exactly
the
right.
Tiny Horse corner pocket.
Tiny Horse into the corner pocket, and boy, did he hit that pocket hard. So that doesn't mean, by the way, there won't be someone else. Actually, the two guys that just did the synchronized wall slamming might need to be considered as well. You're right, Michael. It was indeed impressive.
So the lights are off on the pace car with 35 minutes to go, as we've got Doug Wasaki and Larry Bruner. So guys, we haven't really talked about much up in the front.
AC/DC back up in front. All right, go
He's
Larry.
back on
Larry.
track.
Larry, hit the gaze. Back
Whoa!
on track.
In the back, the 50, Garrett Seidner pushing. It looks like I'm trying to think. That was Mr. DJ Trout, if I'm not mistaken.
DJ Rainbow Trout.
So Wasaki with a big jump here with 35 to go.
Manwaring's got a good jump too, because he's up in the third now.
Well, Nathan Manwaring, that 56 ride, sitting there with the Busch Light.
Wow, I like how you held that out, Harold, just like the commercials.
You know, it's like, which is better? The one that says Busch. Which one is that?
That's my favorite one out of all of it.
Like, it's Bush. The one that says Bush.
So Bruner was up front for a moment, and
Yep.
now I'm showing he went to the pits.
Oh, maybe he had some issue there. I'm not sure. Larry Bruner on pit lane.
Hi, Larry.
So Bo Ross, a few other people had some issues earlier. See with Bruner, not really seeing anything else that might have caused that. But go back to Douglas Wasaki leading this thing.
Maybe he was penalized. I doubt it.
Gas is on the right side, boys. What Sonya says. Let's go.
That's true.
Remote control. There you go. Jump the cushion, put it off the track. Used to call races at an RC racetrack in New Albany, Indiana. And we had a plateau that was basically a tabletop plateau that was just before you got to the wall looking in, the window looking into the pits. And I remember quite a few times guys hitting that gas way too much and flying into the wall, into the window, and scaring the crap out of everybody in the pit lane, in the pit box area. You know, it was working on batteries and such.
Well, Michael actually showed his latest two that he created on Facebook the other day. So,
yep. I mean, it was many years ago. So, like, I've actually, Mr. Kimball, the Dirtinator, I remember calling races with him. I'm trying to remember the name of the young man that was our home track kid. He's still out there. But Kimball's the one everybody knows, the Dirtinator. He's a big dude, you know, in RC racing a while back. When Team Losi and Team USA Associated were the top two cars for electric back then, and they had quite a different ones for gas for the off-road system, that is. So
I have no idea what you just said, Harold, but I'm sure someone
Team
understood
Associate,
exactly
man, that's
you
what
were
I
saying.
had.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I
have no
had me
idea,
a
but
truck, and I had it painted up like the MGD car that Bobby Rahal raced, so black and gold.
Let me do a Harold.
Oh, he did, huh? So the Dirtinator passed away a few years ago, so he's actually younger than me. That's kind of
Michael would know.
That's interesting because he's younger than I am. Brian Dunbar, that was the young kid that was our home track kid, Dunbar, and I believe I saw Brian still racing in currently. So Brian used to give me all his stuff after he used it because he would only use like a tires and stuff for like one race and then give them away.
How about that?
Because he had all them people give him stuff.
Because he was awesome.
He was very good. He was a Team Losi guy, so he raced the Losi car.
Yep, I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, he sure did. Sorry, folks, I have no idea.
Well, this would
I do know what Michael's trucks or cars looks like.
This would have been in the early '90s, so it's been a while.
Early '90s. What was I doing? Oh yeah, getting married.
I was just before I went to the military. Or actually, not. It's been about I'd say maybe 1994. Because my son was just born. So
There you go.
Oh.
That was a momentous occasion.
So Joshua, I remember him being little, chasing the car all the time. Well, one of the coolest things, like, as military and those people that know things about the drill sergeant and the hat. I remember putting the hat on. He grabbed my hat off my table and ran down the hallway and telling people to drop. It was hilarious.
That's good stuff. That's kind of like Carson running around calling Ramsdale a hack. That's beautiful.
It's like 1 year old with the Smokey the Bear hat on his head and going up to the soldiers like, "You drop!" And my buddy Drill Sergeant Johnson was behind him, and he's like, "You heard the hat."
That's beautiful.
So he thought it was kind of funny. So
Beautiful.
young Joshua.
Yeah.
So all right, 30 minutes to go with Douglas Wasaki, a name that new to the series this season, and is looking like he's trying to put himself into victory lane for the first time with the pork chop behind him and Richard Crane. Joe Turkel still holding on to top 5.
I think we've got a lot of time left before he, does it. Oh, look, that's Garrett Seidner's leading but he never leads.
Nathan's up there too, though, in that bush light.
Well, he just passed Nathan. He's just running the rails up top.
Got to get that car turning.
And Mr. McMillan down below, hugging the Yaller.
Now look right here.
It's a
You got
taco
Taco
spotting.
and Clark, though. Whoa, into the 56. They're side by side. Guys, only one car can be in a spot at a time. You cannot both be in the same space.
I disagree. Rubbin's racing.
Robin is racing, but, you know, ain't no ghost here. Somebody's spinning out.
That's okay. It'd still be exciting. I was wondering if they're bagging it. Because you haven't seen Taco like all night long. And by the way, it's very confusing when a Taco drives a Hooters car. Like,
Yep.
you know, it's not fair. Now I'm really hungry.
Yep.
Daggone it. I'm
Daggone
going to
it.
Wawa tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to get me a turkey bowl. What's it called?
Oh, a wobbler.
I'm getting a wobbler.
Yep, a gobbler. That's it, a gobbler. That's
Yep, I'm
basically turkey dinner in a bowl.
That's it. I'm getting mashed taters and that turkey. And
Stuffing.
some stuffing.
Some gravy.
And
a little bit of cranberries.
Little cranberry in there. I might get two. That's how hungry I am.
Well, you need to go. You need to go to Pennsylvania and find Hunter. Because Hunter actually hates that thing. He hates making those.
I meant to ask, was Hunter's Wawa the one that got messed up by all those teenagers?
I have no idea. Haven't talked to Hunter since we started stop calling racing with Aria.
I should have sent him. Sonia, you're probably going to get a Wawa soon. I understand they're dropping them all over the place up and down Virginia now. Even back home in outside of Martinsburg, West Virginia, they're going to put one finally. Hallelujah! I'll be so happy.
There was the last Wawa was by Garrisonville, right? 'Cause after that, I don't think there's any more past that area.
Richmond has a ton of Wawas.
Do they? Okay, I didn't know any in Richmond. Well, yeah, that's right, because it's around 295 as you go around the outer loop there.
Pretty much when you get through Fredericksburg south, there's Wawas.
Oh, okay.
And actually,
I thought that's where the Sheets takes over, right about that area.
So Sheets is the only Sheets you're going to find is outside of Bowie and St. Charles in that area.
Oh, for here, yeah,
301. Yeah.
But I'm talking about like down there in Virginia, North Carolina.
Yeah, Richmond has Sheets. They have they pretty much have everything now. But Sheets is a southern player too. But they're all over West Virginia. They're all over Western Maryland.
They're
Sheets
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they're out in Pennsylvania, out in the Pittsburgh area.
You got Rudders in Pennsylvania too, though.
Rudders is spreading out too. I mean, it's funny because Rudders has a lot of new food that they're offering, so they're trying to compete with the Royal Farms and the Wawa and stuff.
Good.
Rudders food is good. Yeah.
We went to the Lancaster, the hollow, what do they call that? Field of Screams. That's right. And there was a Rudders right there, and me and Josh picked us some stuff there. It was awesome. So, all right. So looks like the pork chop has cost the back of Mr. Wasaki with 25 to go. About 2 trucks separate them in, and as they're catching up to some lap traffic, and part of that lap traffic is none other than our buddy, our DJ Trout. So,
DJ Rainbow Trout.
now he had some issues, saw them go tandem spinning there with Joe Turkle.
Mm-hmm. And Joe has recovered nicely up in the 3rd position.
I believe Joe took his truck then, and I don't think DJ Trout had another truck. That's what happened there.
Ah. No, he's definitely used it. So
you can see the damage on the hood there of DJ Trout. So
yep, that happens when you slam into walls at a high rate of speed. So Sonia, do you all have 7-Elevens down there? I know you have. I knew you had Sheets down there, but do you all have 7-Elevens down there? Because they're like a rare breed up here.
7-Eleven in Aberdeen.
Yeah, Maryland has them still. Delaware's only got, I can name where they are in Delaware.
Wow.
Thankfully, I know the location so I can get my Slurpees when I need it and my taquitos. but yeah, and of course the refrigerator burritos that if you don't eat them right away, they go stale immediately. But I'm just saying, I like them. Charlottesville, yes. Lynchburg too. Cool.
All right, so 24 minutes left. The pork chop has caught the back of Wasaki, but hasn't found the way to get around him. J.G. Wentworth was in the way there, as now he's gotten by him.
Wentworth, 877 cash now.
Greer, South Carolina is what Augie says. So 23 minutes remaining in the race here as things are starting to heat up in the truck division. Gareth Seidner's got a big lead over Nathan Manwaring. Showing about 3 seconds is the lead there. And then Taco, the number 6, is just in front of Mr. Kremet. So Kremet and Kermit up in front there with Mr. Clark in the 3rd spot.
That's probably going to be your most interesting. I mean, Wasaki Garoni right now is pretty interesting too. Turkle's not out of it either, but
Garoni trying to find a way around him. So
I think Kermit, Kremet, and Dylan are going to be quite a finish. I don't know too much about Xfinity other than what we've seen all year, which is Garrett Seidner going to win. So we'll just let that go for now.
So that 08 trying to find the inside path around the 85. They're side by side backstretch. .08 sends full send that corner off of 4. Side by side to the stripe. Looks like the edge to the 08 chop in the lead. So Kevin Garoni just basically pulling the slide job here.
Did he start?
There it is.
The slide job, beautiful.
Slide job.
Slide job.
Yeah. Now he's going to go back to the high side and there's Mr. Ramsdale through the grass. Somebody in the infield wanted a Pepsi.
Well, I'm guessing because Patrick said they were all hot and sweaty that he's probably near pass out range right now and just can't take it anymore. He's probably woozy behind the wheel. He's probably dehydrated from all the, heat in the room.
Being out there, and doing all that go-karting.
Yeah, he's probably tired. Worn out, bless his little heart.
So Garoni starting to separate himself there from Turkle's 7/10 the difference. Wasaki back to the 3rd spot. Then you got to go all the way back to Mr. McMillan, who's almost 8 seconds behind the race leader.
Kathy Joe, thanks. I'll watch that link in just a little bit.
Kathy Joe sent you a link, huh?
Mm-hmm. We talk.
Okay.
We do. He was gassy earlier. That's true, Bethany. That's an excellent point.
What?
He was gassy earlier.
That's right. He was full of farting. All right. Here we go.
See, that Bethany misses nothing. That's only because there's I feel like there's a innate need to use it against us at some point. But nothing gets by. Nothing.
So I will be on track for those that care. I will be on track on Sunday afternoon. I think my first stint is at 2 o'clock. I'll be racing from 2 to 4 at Road Atlanta, trying not to get run over by the LMP2 machines, the Daytona prototypes. And boy, are they wicked fast. Turn 1 through the S is definitely a hard place to let them pass you. So I feel like I'm going to be pulling over a lot.
I'm sure you will be.
Endurance racing is all about keeping the car clean and not broken. So I'm also second to the last driver. So it'll be interesting to see what my teammates do because it is a 10-hour race, and they start at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of car I get because normally I'm the one in the car in the first couple of hours to kind of get the the laps in and keep the car clean. But I gotta preach, or at least dare to help you preach for Sunday morning. And so I don't know why they start at 8 o'clock in the morning, but hey,
I was about to ask, what do you got to help me with? I've got the message. What are you going to hold my hand while I'm doing? Oh, you have to do the Lord's Supper. That's right.
Well,
okay.
that, and I got to make sure that the tech stuff don't work so people can watch it online. So
I don't want anybody to think I can't handle standing up there and doing the message. I've got that. I've got that down. Yeah.
Hey, Garoni down in the pit lane. So Turkle picks over the top spot. Welding. Oh, wow, welding. So Bethany is a welder. So pretty cool. I have friends of mine that welded on aircraft. Did a lot of cool stuff with the welding machines and pretty neat stuff to do.
Bethany, I'm going to send my daughter Katie out to you and you can teach her how to do that since that'll eventually be part of her,
Hey, I told young people that are aircraft mechanics that you need to learn about the airframe as well as the power plant and get your A and P license, airframe and power plant, and then get you a nice job working for like Boeing or somebody. Here comes the 15 of Joe Turkle. So Wasaki coming down as well. Robert McMillan will inherit the lead. But I sure hope that like she's listening, because you do need your eyes when you're welding.
Well, I would hope so, yeah.
I mean, weld the wrong thing, you'd be like, whoops. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Very warm, too, from what I was told, with all the stuff that you got to wear, the PPE.
Well, yeah, you're wearing heavy leather gloves probably or something along those lines.
Apron.
You're wearing a heavy apron that's fireproof and then your helmet.
The blast shielded helmet.
Yep. And then if you're in a confined space, it's even worse. So.
But there's different type of welding. There's tack welding and then there's arc welding, right?
There are two. Yeah. Those are the standards.
Yep. So I'm not sure. I just know that one uses a stick.
You're wrong, so she'll tell you if you're wrong.
One that uses a stick, right? That's tack welding, I believe.
That is tack welding. Is that right, Bethany? That is tack welding.
So the 98 is your race leader, the junior McMillan, Robert McMillan Jr. Ethan Michaels in the number 1 is 9 seconds back, now 10 seconds back. Then Mr. Peterson, John Peterson, up to number 1 with the Xfinity Series. So
there you go.
Yeah, got to work with that grinder though, because that's how you make your welds look really pretty.
All right, so just send me your address. I'll send her out. She's 17. She'll be fine. You don't have to feed her much or whatever. She can work. Just teach her stuff. That's all. I'm probably supposed to send her to Kathy Joe first, and then I'll send her out to you.
So we got 16 minutes left here with the guys up here. Robert leading the way. Ethan Michaels next. And Kevin Garoni trying to unlap himself coming out of the pits. So it's interesting. We'll be watching. There's a show at Great Adventure in New Jersey, the Blood Drums. And I know one of the girls, one of the percussionists, she actually uses a grinder on a washing machine. It's pretty cool.
Well, I'm sure my daughter will enjoy that. I, however, will not be.
Oh, she's a welding instructor. Look at that. See? Now you know where to send her. There you go.
Yep.
You hook
She'll
her
be
up.
out soon. Yep.
Hey, I know, welding, there's lots of people always trying to find good welders. So Garoni got his lap back. Adam Benefield coming in. Robert McMillan continues to lead the way. 52 laps. Joe Turkle unlapping himself there. So there goes Mr. Gibbs on the inside as well.
There's running 51. DJ's run 51. Dudes, this guy's been out there a while, along with.
Yeah, these guys are gonna. These guys in those 50s need to come back down again, and so does Larry Bruner in the 45. Because we still got 15 minutes left. That's going to be like 30 plus laps.
Yeah, they ain't making it.
I ain't making that. Nope.
They just ain't.
Nope. They're continuing to move around at 14:40 to go. The 98, your leader, Mr. Robert McMillan Jr. John Peterson leading the way for the Xfinity Series. He's been out there for a while, 54 laps as well. And Mr. Rush, 53 laps as well. So all three leaders must come down to pit again for fuel, if nothing else. It looks like Taco Kermit Gortman, Taco Man there.
Who the what? Who? What?
Taco the
what?
Kermit.
Who are you talking about?
Taco Gortman would be the driver who has enough fuel to the end, who's in the second spot with the Cup Series. And it looks like Kevin Garoni and Joe Turkel in 2-3 both have enough fuel to the end where Mr. McMillan's going to have to come back down. And Garrett Seidner looks like he's going to be running into the top spot for the Xfinity Series here once all the green flag stops have commenced. So everybody a lap down except for the top 6 drivers currently.
Yeah, I'm guessing that DJ's hoping for a caution so that he can get in without causing him to go down a lap, unfortunately. I don't think that's going to happen, but... McMillan riding the high line there.
Trying to get out of the
Dylan,
way.
easy.
He's trying to get out of the way is what he was trying to do.
I don't blame him with Dylan coming that fast.
Of course, Taco has enough gas.
That's funny.
Well, it is tacos. It's not Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Friday.
No. By the way, I looked at the menu. I'm so sad that we had to not get together Tuesday night because daggone, I'm going to tear some tacos up at that place. Oh, my
the
word.
mission style tacos, the tacos and tequila, all except for the shrimp and the carne asada are $2. It's amazing.
Well, I'm going to splurge on carne asada and the shrimp if I have to, but I will eat other ones too.
Oh, there is a enchilada they have that is pineapple shrimp that I love. And Thursday nights they do fajitas. I think they're $10 fajitas.
Kathy Joe, if you watched me on Facebook, you saw that I celebrated with 2 different styles. I did a shrimp taco and a fish taco for Tuesday. So, because Harold left me hanging.
No, Lori had to take Angel to a sleep
thing.
study.
That's important too. Oh wow, Cosmo's restaurant had roasted half chickens today. Daggone it, what is wrong with me? I didn't know that.
So Robert McMillan continuing to pace away 61 laps, 11:30 left.
Only he and John Peterson are running. Oh no, wait, Tyler's still out there too. At 60 laps. AC/DC back on track.
Angel's been having issues with sleep. She snores a lot, so we know we had a sleep study years ago that they said she didn't have sleep apnea. I think she has something, but Angel has several things. She's autistic and cerebral palsy and a few other comorbidities. But we're continuing to try to increase her life by taking her to places like we're going tomorrow. So, but as far as the sleep study goes, we don't have the results back. But I would not be surprised if she came back with sleep apnea, and then we'll be together, and then Mom will be the only one that doesn't have a mask.
There you go. There you go. So that means our trips are gonna there'll be more people with masks than without.
We'll have like extension cords all over the cabins.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We sound like Darth Vader on vacation. Like, what the heck's wrong with that?
Exactly.
They're on ventilators.
There was a power drain around 11 o'clock last night when everybody turned on their CPAPs.
You know, one good thing about having a CPAP during COVID is it is technically a ventilator.
How does that help you?
Huh?
How does that benefit you other than breathing better?
It maintain. When I had COVID, before I got diagnosed, and I was having such a hard time, Lori was looking at my O2 levels, and they were pretty low. And when I put the CPAP machine on, my O2s went up.
Yeah.
So Robert McMillan continues to get on by as we're under the 10-minute mark. It cleans my lungs. I hope it's not. What? I know I have a machine that I clean it with, so I'm hoping it's not going in there and cleaning my lungs too. So I know the Phillips had a problem with a recall for something about getting into my lungs, but mine apparently did not have that problem. All right, so let's get back to racing as we're under 9 minutes.
Are they driving? There's racing going on?
And so they won't be throwing the caution out again, so we're going to push this to the end. Pushes all the carbon out. Okay.
See, she knows. Don't you argue with her.
I know one thing, that when I wear the CPAP machine, I think better the next day. If I don't wear it, I can tell the difference. So, all right, so Robert is still going to continue to pace out here. And then John Peterson also continuing to get around here at 68 laps. What if these guys are going for broke?
They're going to break, just like last week when they ran out of gas. Same thing's going to happen.
So about 6 seconds between the leaders in both the trucks and the Xfinity Series. And it looks like Taco is right in front of, well, that's Turner, who's the laps down, and then Kremitz behind him. So the two frogs leading the way for the Cup Series, a little bit away from each other. That's about 2.5 seconds is the gap there.
I think Turkle is just, so the race you want to pay attention to is Turkle and Garoni, because I just don't know how McMillan's going to make it all the way. And then Peterson and Seidner. Peterson's been out there forever, so Garrett's just waiting for him to drop.
Yep.
We don't know the setup, so there he comes, 98 on the bottom. So that's all he's got. He's got nothing left.
Yep, so McMillan down pit lane. Taco last pitted 31 laps ago. He should be good to the end.
Yeah, he's got plenty. There isn't... John Peterson and DJ Trout. Yeah. So there he goes. Tyler Rush is still out there running in lap 71. He should be on here in a second.
Yep.
And then DJ Trout, of course, is on 71 as well.
So Joe Turkle leading the way, 1.1 ahead of Garoni. This is your overall race leader, Joe Turkle, the number 15 ride.
I mean, this is really it's just him and Garoni. Wysocki's another 5 seconds back, so he's not really in this. The question is, with 6 minutes left, can Kevin kind of reel it in?
The entire field has been lapped.
Yep.
By Joe Turkle, Garoni, Wysocki, and Crane. And Garrett is 1 lap down in the Xfinity Series, and it looks like Joe Turkle's having some issues with his connection.
Actually, we just blinked really, really fast. All of us at the same time, Harold, of course.
Yep. So 5:45 left.
Interesting. The only we've only seen a couple. We've only seen a couple accidents. Nothing that, other than the synchronized crashing and Tiny Horse. It's been a clean run. I'm surprised that more weren't out running tonight, which might have added to it. But these guys have really handled the track quite well, I thought, with that many people or trucks out there.
Next week, Corey Harrigs is the sponsor for left and right turning at Road America.
Excellent.
Which is one of the tracks, actually one of the tracks I really like on iRacing is Road America. They did a really good job, I believe, with the actual track. And it's a lot of fun to race and a lot of wide open areas, a lot of great places to pass if you know how to how to work the track properly. And with these trucks and these different systems, it'll be fun watching these guys do left and right. I believe it's our first road course of the season.
Awesome. All right, so nobody is out there past 70 now. Everyone has... Oh, no, I take that back. Tyler Turtle Rush is at 75 laps. That's a bold move for being a lap down. Oh, 2 laps down.
So Turkle continuing to put the pace down.
They've evened
4
out.
minutes to go here.
Yeah, they've evened out. Actually, Joe's running just slightly faster than Kevin now, so you should start to see him pull farther away.
So under 4 minutes to go. Turkle leading the way. Behind him is Garoni, 1.5 seconds. Wasaki now within 7 seconds of the race leader. So they got Garrett Seidner. He's 8 seconds ahead of Nathan Manwaring. And then Kremet is ahead of Kermit by about a second. So Taco in the second spot now. Pork chop and the taco, huh?
Yeah, I don't think Pork Chop's going to... Well, he's down to... Well, okay. I was going to say, he's down to 1.4. Now he's back to 1.5. So, I mean, there's still time
Times
for him to get
are
it.
about 2/10 to Joe's favor on that last lap.
Yeah. It actually varies. I mean, Kevin runs a 24.9 and Joe will go up to a 25. Then you flip it around, and then Joe runs a 24.9 and Kevin runs a 25.1. So they're similar in the numbers that they're putting up.
Ooh, Mr. Ellswick. They got a little loose there going to the line. So 2:30 left with the leader, Joe Turkle. Go back to the 50-year race leader for the Xfinity Series, that number 50 of Garrett Seidner. And then back to Sir Kremet the Great in the number 97.
Wow. Yeah.
And he's starting to gap Kermit by about 1.5 seconds. 2 minutes left. No cautions from here to the end. Once the timer goes to 0, the next lap will be the finish. The next time they cross the line.
I'm pretty sure I remember last week somebody named Joe Turkle told us that he didn't do well at Iowa, but...
And apparently he done figured it out. You know,
We may have to
sometimes
crank
when you
up.
don't... Sometimes
Interlude.
when you don't do well at a track, you spend more time practicing and all of a sudden you get better at it. Like all the practice I have at Road Atlanta this week. Not a fan of Road Atlanta. Just want to say that. Very quick racetrack. We're putting in 1 minute 20-second laps there with the BMW.
A lot of people talk about Road Atlanta, though. They like it. So
In that area, I would be more for, what was it? Barber's Point, which is up there by Talladega. Barber's Motorsport Park.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. It got the spider. Oh, Joe Turkle continuing to increase the gap over Kevin Garoni. 2 seconds now. The difference with 35 seconds lap. So there's about 2 laps to go here, Joe Turkle.
Unless he undershifts or overshifts or something.
I don't think he's shifting. I haven't heard any of the cars shifted.
Exactly. So
No money shifting here. So 18 seconds to go. Looks like everybody's going to stay in the spots we were calling earlier. The 15, the 50, and the 97. White lap. White flag in the air to Mr. Turkle. One more time around the circuit. 2 seconds, 1 and 0. The checker flag is in the flag man's hand.
as we said before, trucks just walked the dog today.
And there goes Mr. Turtle to the checkered flag.
Very nice of him to hold up and not put that.
Grabs it.
lap
Woo!
down.
There goes the 50. He gets his win. And Sir Kremet as well.
When was the last time we talked to Sir Kremet? I think it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Stick around for the post-race show where we will interview the drivers. Those of you that leave early, it was good seeing you this evening chatting with us. So, oh, he's going to get hit while he's doing his spinny spin. Here it comes. Nope, left it alone. There they go, love touch and blow each other's tires up.
And the smoke starts.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Kremet's not drinking. Oh, he's drinking on the hood. Okay. I was going to say the back Kremet looks a little scary. And I didn't know they got that muscular.
Oh, you have to ask him about it.
I will. I will. Only
All
frog.
right, we're bringing Kremet in the 97 Only Frogs car into Victory Lane. Winning the Cup Series tonight is the number 97. Ken, you noticed something about the purple Kremet tonight?
Hey, excuse me, Sir Kremet the Great. Okay, let's get that right. Luke, why is the frog so manly and cut? What the heck, dude?
That's his profile picture, man.
My guy Kremet's been working out. What can I
He
say?
sure has, man. Daggone. Hey, when was the last time we had you in Victory Lane and talked to you? Like, it's been a while, hasn't it, man?
Yeah, it's been a while. Just been fighting, running top 5 a lot, just struggling.
Well, you didn't struggle tonight. It worked out in your favor. Tell us what you liked about your car tonight, sir.
Well, you see, early on in the race, I did spin out, so I guess you could call it the spin and win. But there, after the stage break, I realized I had really good long run speed. So I was able to get past my buddy Lucas, aka Kermit, and
We've heard of him.
yeah, he's won like the last 3 races or something.
Something like
And but I was able to work past him and Dylan, and I was able to just start driving away from him and Dylan. And I just knew on that last pit stop I had fresher tires than Lucas, and I had already had the long run speed on him, so it was just consistency and just keeping the car strong.
Did you find traffic to be a problem tonight? Or, I mean, Iowa seems pretty wide. Of course, we did have the synchronized crashing with the trucks earlier in the bout, but did you find traffic to be a problem, or were you okay getting in and out?
For the most part, it was okay, but these Cup cars, they were, after about 25 laps or so, that right rear was just absolutely fried, and it was really tough to be able to keep the momentum up. It took a lot of just running that high line and hoping that everybody else is staying low. Like the trucks were faster down low, and they were able to just scoot past us, and was able to just keep in my own business, being this is the first time I've ever been the slowest car on the track in this league. So, I was just staying out of everybody's way while managing my own battles.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Well, we just got to talk to Josh about your all setups versus everybody else's. That's all. By the way, Sonia says congratulations, loves the purple rims. So shout out from Sonia. And you get to do your shout outs because, you made it back into Victory Lane.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank my teammates at Back Row Esports. Keith Fonseca. Always love Sonia supporting me. She's supported me in multiple races now in the last few weeks, so I really appreciate that. Like to shout out my girlfriend for letting me do this whole racing thing instead of spending time with her on Friday nights.
Good idea.
John Gambit Designs for all my wonderful paint schemes. I've got a few different ones in the bag. We're going to be running a different one next week.
So
gonna.
John's who I need to talk to about your manned up frog. Okay, fair enough.
Well, Kremit's been working out a good bit. Me and him been hitting the gym a lot recently.
Well, I'd like to. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. All right. Well, dude, it was great talking to you. Congratulations on winning. Why don't you go celebrate with some people?
Oh yeah, thank you guys.
You got it.
All right, gonna move on and switch him up. Let's go and talk to Mr. Turkle.
Oh, we did switch up, didn't we?
All right, Mr. Joe Turkle in victory lane overall. That nice Spec Mac TurkleCustoms.com ride, the green and white wonder, back in victory lane.
Feels good. How you guys doing?
Well, Harold, you didn't ask him the question that we asked just before. We remember, if we go back to last week, somebody said they weren't good at Iowa. Do you remember that, Harold?
Yeah, I remember something.
Yeah, something like that. Yet here we are talking to Joe Turkle again. So I don't know.
But I always said, anytime I know I've got a track I don't like very well coming in and I need to get a good win, I spend more time on it. So maybe that's what Joe did.
Did you do that, Joe? Did you spend time on this one?
Actually, I did not. I didn't get any practice on this track until earlier today, and I'm going to say I'm terrible at every track. And if it comes out great, it comes out great.
Excellent. That's a perfect reason. And you had a great truck. As usual, you could do pretty much whatever you wanted. Down low, down up high. Garoni gave you a good run tonight. The pork chop hung around with you all night. Tell us about your truck.
It was bad fast most of the race, and I gotten back of the pack there. Probably, I don't know, middle of the race, and I really had to work to get back up there. And Kevin raced clean and hard, and it was just an awesome battle. I'm exhausted right now.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, Kevin did have had a good run tonight. That was really awesome of him. What about Iowa just irks you?
Turn 4. You come off turn 4 and you got to really feather it, especially with new tires. And it's so easy to spin right there. And everybody was getting loose coming off of 4. And it's just, you really had to pay attention when you were down low. And I got even turn 2 a little bit, but turn 4 mostly just really loose coming off.
Gotcha. Well, you had an awesome run. It was a great time watching you do it again. So why don't you give your shout out so we can get you into celebrating?
Well, thank you guys as always. Thank all the admins in the league, and thank my buddy Josh, and just thank everybody that this league race is very clean, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree. They do a great job. We were actually commenting that it wasn't a lot of activity tonight, other than, a couple big ones here and there. But they do race clean, and that's good to see, and great for us as we call the races. So, Joe, great to talk to you again, buddy. Next week you're on the road course. I'm sure you don't like a road course, and you're just going to keep telling us that until you stop winning, I'm sure. But hey, good luck next week, and thanks for a great race.
I appreciate it, guys, and you will not talk to me next week.
Oh, I won't. Okay.
Well, he's getting a provisional. I think that's what it is.
There we go.
Right?
There we go. Well, we'll talk to you.
No, I'm going to run it.
Oh, he's going to be there. Okay, he just says
Oh, I get what you're saying. All right.
okay.
We'll see. You say that, but we'll see.
I think DJ's got that one wrapped up, so we'll see how it goes.
I was going to say the Rainbow Trout's probably going to lock that one down, but all right, brother. Good talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
All right, then we're going to go to our Xfinity driver. So, all right, so talking now with Garrett in his number 50 for his Glory Photography machine in the top spot for the Xfinity Series. Got yourself a win here, Mr. Garrett.
Yeah, we did.
Number 6,000 on the year so far.
Yeah. Yeah, we just keep winning.
Yeah.
Feels good every time.
Shocking of all shocks. I mean, I said, the last thing to worry about is whether, Garrett's going to win the Xfinity or not. I mean, it's I mean, let's see. You took Nathan down, and you gapped him by what, 2.5 seconds, Harold? 3 seconds almost. 3 seconds almost. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Glad you kept it close, my friend. Tell us about your car. How was the ride tonight? Obviously great, but give us a little detail.
Yeah, we had a lot of traffic to work with all the night, where the trucks just generally had the fastest or best speed on the track. And then the Cup field was interesting because they were fast for a short period of time, but then when they fell off hard.
Yeah.
So we were catching some of them on the back end of the run. And inevitably, that's what helped me get the lead on that very first run of the race. Because I thought with how that first run was going, I was like, man, McKinney and Manwaring are going to make me work for it today. And there's some things that happened in the race that just put me up front for pretty much the rest of the way.
I mean, those two guys did have great race, and Manwaring ran you pretty good all day today, or all day tonight, excuse me, whatever. But I was surprised too. Like the Cup guys jumped out quick, first with Ryan Johnson out front, and then a couple of the other guys. But as it went on, typical trucks just all of a sudden started showing up to the race, and then you guys were. Let me ask you this: harder to keep it on the track in the Xfinity? Did you feel that back end sliding out a lot? It looks like you went into the corner hot a few times.
Oh yeah, like my thing was same way I did it with the truck when I won your last season. I was just riding it down low in 1 and 2 and swinging it all the way up to the wall on exit. And then when we got to 3 and 4, I just loved ripping the wall. But the problem with that was I would the back end would hang out coming out of 4. So I was basically handling that the whole night. And if I got any bit of loose on that corner, 1 and 2 was going to be really sketchy. So it just is all about rhythm and staying in it. Especially when we had trucks like left and right coming by us.
Oh yeah, well Joe said 3 and 4 too. He said you can get loose off of 4 pretty easily. So
yeah,
the trucks were feeling the same thing. They just were a whole lot more stable than everybody else. Well, since we've only talked to you maybe once or twice so far in the season, I don't know if you know this, but this is where we let you guys talk or say shout outs to people. So why don't you go ahead and do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to thank this Forest Glory Art and Photography car. We got back-to-back wins with this team, with John Peterson and Ray Tustin, Games 1, 2, 3 Racing with the paint job once again. Turtle Shell Motorsports for their help in the last couple seasons, and Crunchyroll and United Rentals and all the other sponsors that we have on this car this season. So, yeah, looking forward to what's next because I don't know. We might have an announcement coming up about moving people around. So,
got that, Harold?
Yep, heard that in the Discord. Yeah.
Very good.
All right. So on to the road course.
Yep.
yeah.
You gonna win that one too, or should we just go ahead and call the race now, or what do you want to? You just let us know what you want to do, Garrett. It's your
It
world.
honestly depends on where I stand next weekend because it depends who the announcement affects. Because if it affects me, it'll definitely. I mean, this could be my last Xfinity win, but who knows? We'll see.
That sounds good. I like how you're feeding into that. That's beautiful. But well, either way, I'm hoping we're going to see you at least out there trying to do something in a car or a vehicle of some sort on a road course. So
yeah, we'll see how we do. Whatever car we're in next week.
all right, man. Well, thanks for a great race. Have a great rest of your night, Garrett.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, gonna go and finish up all the things we got to do before we're done here.
Because you want to go to the amusement park. Go ahead. Come on.
Well, not just that. We only got 5 people watching, so you done scared them all away.
That's my fault.
So race summary here for the McGovey Setup Shop. Race recap for today's Rusty's House 90 was Joe Turkle, your overall winner. 3 cautions for 18 laps. Number of drivers 30 started. DJ Trout fastest 23.564. And so now our results here. So here is our Cup Series. So Mr. Kremet wins. Taco second. Dylan Clark, Justin Gibbs, Keith Fonseca, Bo Ross, Tyler Rush, Jeff Ramsdale, who we saw all over the racetrack, Andy Turner, and Adam Benefield. Just want to say that Jeffrey Ramsdale was not in his usual rig, and I'm telling you, when you get used to it, the way this racing goes, and then you try to do a different setup, it's terrible. It's like racing, in a regular car, and then somebody hands you a different car and says, "Here, race this." It doesn't work out real good, and it's good that he was able to at least hang out and do that. And Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson, in his issues, is going to put him 154 laps down, and then go ahead and let you get them Xfinitize out of the way.
Well, there's only 8 of them, so it should be pretty easy. Garrett Seidner, of course, we just talked to. Nathan Mann wearing Josh McKinney, all of them on their 1 lap. Ellswick, Peterson, Matt Kopp, Corey Heritage, and Patrick Anderson, who was just sidelining and talking.
Yep, he said he hit it one and got out of here, basically. So, and then the Truck Series, Turkle's overall winner, Mr. Porkchop Garoni in the 2nd spot, Douglas Wasaki in the 3rd spot, Richard Crane in the 4th spot, Ethan Michaels a lap down, Robert McMullen a lap down, Joel Bruner, Chris Finnegan, Larry Bruner, and DJ Trout back 3. And then Jonathan Cusimano, another one in that group down there in North Carolina, in the 11th position, 4 laps down. So, man, it was definitely an interesting thing. Tonight's race was presented to you by Into Being LLC. And for the Rusty's House is 90. In Newton, Iowa, will be heading to Road Atlanta. So we're going from Iowa to Wisconsin. Make sure you bring the brats, man, because I'm hungry.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I shall do. Sorry we took so long. I just like talking to the guys at the end, but there's everybody who left us is probably going to come back and listen to it later, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But.
All right. So until next week, we'll see you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by Wendigo Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers. We'll see you at the next turn.